Hello and welcome to Friday Night Nexus. This is FNN 95. We have a white hot crowd and an absolutely stacked card here tonight. We have in our main event Cody Rhodes versus Bob Holly, a grudge match to say the least. Rhodes wants revenge on Holly for destroying his shot at the FNN World's Championship, and we also have the debuting Flying Brian Pillman Jr. taking on Jeff Jarrett's client, Mike Bennett. Now, let's enter the fight zone.
This fight is scheduled for one fall. First, he is Flying Brian Pillman Jr.
Now this man, his father went in and out of ECW, WWF, wherever WCW, no matter where he went, he just caused a riot. So let's see if the man known as Flying Brian Pillman Jr. will make the same impact on ECW. Or he'll make the same impact on FNN that his father made in ECW per se. But he is going up against Mike Bennett, and we know he's got that Jarrett influence backing him up. And you can hear a new theme song and all that. This is all Jarrett changing things as he goes along. It's not really complaints though, is it? We're going to hand you over to FNN announcer Josh Morrell. Let's go.
Accompanied by Jeff Jarrett, Mike Bennett.
Mike Bennett getting a bit of a makeover here tonight that's got Jarrett all over it. Completely shaving his head, new attire, new theme, new everything. And we've seen him get a huge win against 𝗏𝗏𝗏 last time on FNN. And Mike Bennett walks into this match as confident as ever against Flying Brian Pillman Jr. This is FNN 95, your opening matchup. As I said, Brian Pillman Jr. versus the Miracle Mike Bennett here tonight. This match is just getting underway. The fight zone are ready. The wrestlers are ready. I am ready. You are ready. Let's get this match underway. The bell has been rung. Collar and elbow tie up to start off this match. Mike Bennett getting advantage and a big elbow across the back of the neck. And you can see now he's got him in this hammer lock, just kneeing him in to the stomach, and a huge debilitating neck breaker, snapping the neck back. Brian Pillman Jr. already in trouble, meets a big forearm across the face and a spine buster. It's going straight for the pin. You can see Jarrett watching on. Just a 1 count to start off this match. You see Jarrett clapping on as Mike Bennett just beats down on the face of Brian Pillman Jr. Now Mike Bennett kick to the gut. Brian Pillman Jr. not getting a single bit of offense, but I spoke too soon. Big clubbing blows across the face now. He is coming back, throws Mike Bennett through the ropes. And what is Pillman going for here? He is getting fired up, bounces off the ropes, and a suicide dive takes out Mike Bennett. That is how it's done. You can see Brian Pillman Jr. getting the crowd behind him here tonight as the fight zone shouts, "This is awesome." Now picking up Mike Bennett, tosses him in the ring. Straight to the top rope goes Pillman Jr. Pillman Jr. all the way up there, and Jesus Christ, catches him with a giant power slam off the top rope, now just stomping down on the stomach. Bennett. Jesus, where did he pull that from? A drop kick to the face. So far, Mike Bennett has been absolutely dominant in this match. Look at that, just a punch across the face and another for good measure. Now just grabbing the inside of the mouth, trying to rip the top of the head from the bottom. Just mutilation here. Clubbing and blow across the spine. Now Bennett, elbow to the face. And through the ropes goes Brian Pillman Jr. Now wait a second, Mike Bennett getting fired up, Fight Zone getting riled up once again, off the ropes, and Bennett with a suicide dive. What you can do, I can do better. Prime example right there. Fight Zone absolutely fired up here. Jesus, just slams his head down. Slams his head right into the barricade. Now Bennett calling Pillman to his feet. Bennett getting Pillman to his feet, and a springboard clothesline, taking the head right off of Pillman Jr. And no matter what, is even though he did use the low blow against 𝗕𝗏𝗄𝗏 last week, is Mike Bennett seems to be a fan favourite here. Just punching down in the face and now just choking down on Brian Pillman here. Just choking down on the throat of Brian Pillman. Now you can see, wait a second, Brian Pillman straight back to his feet and just slams his face into the turnbuckle. And now you can see a DDT. Brian Pillman getting fired up here. Getting fired up back into this match. Big Irish whip into the corner. And another one. Here we go. Mike Bennett coming back, but meets the knees of Brian Pillman in a missile drop kick. Beautiful. Now Brian Pillman not finished with a big forearm across the face. Brian Pillman, alley, and drops him down on the back of his head. Mike Bennett now the one in trouble and faces a big drop kick. Pillman getting the crowd behind him here tonight. Up to the top rope goes Brian Pillman. Wait a second, he's calling Bennett back to his feet, shouting at the camera. Here we go, going off the top rope and meets him with a clothesline. Jarrett watching on. Where is the ref? Where is the ref? The ref wasn't even in the ring. 1, 2, 3. Now, if I was Brian Pillman Jr., I'd be pissed as well, and you can see that he is shouting at the referee. You don't blame him. You do not blame him, but here we go. He's scoping out Mike Bennett here. Going for a DDT by the looks of it, but meets a reverse STO to the face. Now Bennett to the top rope here, and you can see a big, massive splash out of the corner. Now just walking around, watching on, and a springboard 450, but catches none of it. And Pillman getting a wee burst of life here, coming back into this match here. Double axe handle across the face of Mike Bennett. Pillman up to the top rope, calling Bennett back to his feet. Pillman scoping out Bennett here. Double axe handle off the top rope, catches none of it. Meets a big elbow to the face, and you can see Mike Bennett takes advantage of that miscalculation of distance by Brian Pillman right there, and going for a splash into the corner. Pillman says no, discus forearm to the face, straight back to his feet comes Mike Bennett, clothesline after clothesline, ducks under, and a massive flying clothesline right there. And now he's just watching over Brian Pillman Jr. here, just super kicks his head clean off right there. Now Mike Bennett, here we go, the divine intervention, and gets all of it. 2, 3, your winner is Mike Bennett. He's continuing this little win streak that he's got going on. He's got Jeff Jarrett in his corner, and it is sure pain in the win department right here. That is 2 wins in a row by Mike Bennett. But speaking of wins, we have a championship announcement, the FNN United States Championship. Let's hand you over to EC3. So he's hand-picked the first champion. That's not very fair, but who could it be? He doesn't exactly have favourites, does he, when it comes to EC3? He fires who he wants, he punishes who he wants. Okay. So if the EC3's music, wait a second. And there's it confirmed, I guess. We've just got the biggest abuse of power that we could possibly see in Friday Night Nexus. Not that it's a championship that anyone's asked for, a United States Championship. What's the point? The Americans are in the minority in Friday Night Nexus, but here we go. EC3 is presenting himself as the first United States Champion of Friday Night Nexus, and I'll just say it before everyone else says it. Fuck EC3. This is a clear abuse of power that even Shane McMahon or Eric Bischoff ever used when they were in charge of Friday Night Nexus. What the hell is this? EC3 even shocked. We know whose music is indeed is short. What the hell is going on? What is this? Okay, we've got Shark Boy here walking to the ring against EC3, and face to face he's saying come on, bring it on, and EC3 goes for the championship, and Shark Boy with the stunner. Oh shell yeah, here we go. EC3 getting absolutely rocked by Shark Boy here tonight. Getting absolutely rocked. There we go, big Irish whip. Now, and a spine buster. Now that's how it's done. Shark Boy taking it to EC3, giving everybody what they want. An ass kicking of EC3. And you can see now he's just showing off his karate, the fight zone on their feet. And Shark Boy just continuing to attack. The referee just trying to stop him here. Oh shit. Oh shit. It's the bastard Pac. What is going on? Right. Why is Pac here now? Whose side is Pac on? Is he here for Shark Boy? Is he here to beat up EC3 more than anyone else? But nonetheless, it's the return of the bastard Pac. We've not seen him since FNN Legacy. You can see he's just staring down members of the fight zone like he always does. This man has just had a path of destruction since he's left a path of destruction wherever he's went since he showed up in Friday Night Nexus. An absolute dominant hench motherfucker right here. And I guess we're about to find out. You can see EC3 trying to crawl back to his feet here. We've got a face-off happening. Wait a second, a neck breaker. And don't tell me. What the hell? Pac is sided with this guy, and an 𝗔𝗫𝗓𝗔𝗬𝗓 across the right clip in the back of the ear right there. And wait a second, EC3 going for the 1% right here, knee to the face. And here we go, and wait a second, Pac to the top rope as well. And there we go, the Black Arrow. EC3's United States Champion. Pac is sided with him. Shark Boy got his ass kicked. What even is FNN 95? I guess we've got a rematch of 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, this time with a big stipulation on it. If Eddie Kingston loses, he is gone Friday Night Nexus.
This fight is scheduled for one fall. Ages first. Walking Eddie Kingston.
Now Eddie Kingston was the one that came out of 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 with the loss. So I wonder if that will be a repeat of what we seen go down back then. But again, it has dire implications this time, as the loser must leave Friday Night Nexus, and who knows what the hell that can mean for either one of these men's trajectories. But Eddie Kingston's ready. He's always the man that knows that if he has to fight, he's going to put his fists up and he's going to go down scratching, clawing, punching and biting. And that is exactly what he's going to have to do tonight against the bastard. We've just seen this man, but again, everyone deserves an entrance. Let's hand you over to Josh Morrell.
And his opponent is the bastard.
𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 making his way down to the ring once again, staring down the same group of their fight zone that he did on the way down here, straight up staring into their eyes, burning a hole through their souls. The bastard is here to claim Eddie Kingston's career if it comes to it tonight, because you know that this man, losing is not part of his way of life. He will do anything to get the win, including throwing a man off of a semi-trailer on to pure concrete. You can see he's just trying to play the mind games with Eddie Kingston as Eddie Kingston walks to the other side of the ring. He got to play this honourably, no attacking before or after the match. That is part of the new rules of Friday Night Nexus. Bell has been rung. Here we go. Eddie Kingston versus 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, and 𝗏𝗏𝗏 just meets a big knee across the stomach, and now Kingston just stomping down on his head and now just grabbing at the eyes. As I said, this man plays dirty if he needs to. Anything to get the win. Absolutely anything, but there is rules in this match. It is not no disqualification, so he does need to be very careful, as it is pinfall submissions. Rope breaks are in effect just a 1 count right there, including an outside the ring 10 count if it comes to it. And now 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, look at this, just a single leg drop kick across the side of the head. Now 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 going to the top rope. Is he going for the Black Arrow already? No, Eddie Kingston gets to his feet, very smart, goes for a hurricanrana, but gets thrown down. Almost a single arm powerbomb there, if you could see it at this angle. And here we go, Tiger suplex, dropping 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 straight down on the back of his neck. Double axe handle now to the spine. He wants to go for the legs, go for the spine, go for all those things that will stop him being able to contort in the air, because at the end of the day, that's how he does the Black Arrow. And wait a second, Impaler DDT. Now 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 straight back to the top rope. Here he goes. What is he going for here? And a double knee across the face. He's going for that decimation, going for that facial reconstructive surgery. That's what Eddie Kingston's going to need. He's going to need his neck fused back together after that German suplex as well. Big Irish whip into the corner now. 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 up to the second rope, and a DDT drops him down centre of the ring. 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 not giving Eddie Kingston even a second to breathe. There we go, takes him down with the arm drag. Just playing with that wrist control, and just grazes the face with his boots. As I say, he's just out to maim him. Now wait a second, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 going for a powerbomb there, but Eddie Kingston says hell no, and overpowers him overhead with the back body drop. Now got him in the corner. Eddie Kingston got him up. Here we go, lawn darting him into the second turnbuckle pad. Right into it. Head first, padded or not, that's going to hurt a lot. Here we go, another tiger suplex, slamming him down on his head. Kingston calling him to his feet. Kingston punched to the back of the head. And now just continuing the onslaught. If you can see, he's trying to circle around his opponent. That's a good way to stay in control. Now just stomping in the corner. Here the fight zone counting along with Eddie Kingston. He takes in the fight zone. He became somewhat of a fan favourite here on Friday Night Nexus, no surprise. He's everything what an FNN fan wants at the end of the day. Big shoulder, barge into the stomach. Now just got him choked up in that corner with his boot. Kingston says, you want to destroy my face, I'll destroy yours. And wait a second, Eddie Kingston with the knee. Jesus, a pure velocity. The velocity in the corner. No, he should not have turned his back on Pac. Pac instantly comes back with a big clothesline. See, that's what I mean. It takes one thing, one false move, and Pac just comes back, ducks under, super kick to the face. Now Pac is the one to show off. Takes in that fight zone. Now Pac just goes back onto the offense, back straight into it, and Jesus Christ, the reverse Frankensteiner. Holy shit, just dropped him right down in his head. And look at that, 𝗔𝗫𝗎 for good measure. Now Pac, what is Pac going for? Drags him. He's got him in prime position here. Here we go. The man the gravity forgot. Straight to the top rope, the Black Arrow. Count to 100, Kingston's gone. Another one gets added to the list of men that spoke out against EC3 and now has to leave because that man played a power play, and that power play was in the form of the bastard Pac, and it sure as hell worked. And Pac once again just taking in this fight zone, this absolutely fired up FNN 95 crowd. Pac saying that everyone should bow down to the bastard. And I don't think anyone's going to disagree. The man is bringing nothing but violence wherever he goes. And you can see EC3 did not want that to be the result. But unfortunately that is the case here tonight. And EC3 has to pack up his shit and get out of town. That's just how it is in the regime of EC3 here tonight. Pac rubbing it in the face of the fight zone a bit more here. And Eddie Kingston's made it to the backstage area. He's just heading straight. He's not even got to pack his stuff. He's just leaving it. What's the point? They'll send it to him in a black bag. That's how it will happen. We know EC3's up to that billionaire tactics. Heading straight to the parking lot here. Eddie Kingston is done. That is a ZTV director right there. What the hell? So we're rolling on with the show, and this main event's presented to you by Patreon. We have a big main event here, as we have the American Nightmare going up against Hardcore Bob Holly in a match that it is safe to say is a grudge match, to say the least. And we're just going to put the introduction straight down to the main event player himself, Josh Morrell.
This fight is scheduled for one fall. Enters first, he is the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
So Cody Rhodes, the former 𝗏𝗏 Heritage Champion and the former 𝗏𝗏 #1 contender, until that dream was destroyed by Bob Holly. Completely decimated here. And holy shit, you can hear the fight zone or not. The biggest fans of Cody Rhodes here tonight. Cody Rhodes knows it. I wonder what has caused that change. Cody Rhodes getting absolutely booed out the building. At least we've got the members of the IWC in the house tonight. But Cody Rhodes wants revenge against Bob Holly. Bob Holly decimated him, then threw him into the ring, then he got pinned 1, 2, 3, or he didn't get pinned 1, 2, 3, he got even bigger humiliation. He got tapped out by the Reaper 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. And here we go with hardcore. No, we can't say it, let's leave it down to Josh Morrell.
And his opponent, Hardcore Bob Holly.
Right, so we found the reason. We found the reason for the booing of Cody Rhodes is people are a bit more of a fan of this guy, the man that's been running an absolute rampage of a path all the way through Friday Night Nexus, destroying anyone that he feels like it, and that is just how it's been, how it has been since Bob Holly returned. And we've got this grudge match that is a match that we've seen the first time they faced off in the show, the show right after 𝗏𝗏 Legacy, and that was a good match. But this one has a lot more personal dealings involved, and the bell has been rung. Here we go, and Bob Holly saying bring it on, and just meets a forearm. Cody Rhodes already getting on top, not giving Bob Holly a second to breathe, a second to get his bearings in the ring. Jesus, you can hear the fight zone booing Cody Rhodes. They're definitely booing him out of the building. Stiff uppercut to the face and a forearm across the face now. I'm just a bit shocked by this change. They are booing Cody Rhodes out of the building here, just chopping down in the chest. Cody Rhodes isn't used to this. You can see Bob Holly try to get back to his feet, getting absolutely rocked here. Tommy drop right down onto the groin. Bob Holly grabbing his gut, grabbing his groin. That is causing a lot of pain. Forearm to the face now. Cody Rhodes punching down on the head, going for one last one, but Bob Holly says no. Bob Holly coming back now, and look at this. Now Bob Holly, you can hear the fight zone getting a bit more into the positive side. There's a lot of cheering coming now. Bob Holly has got the fight zone behind him. He's got some form of a hardcore movement happening here, and a stiff drop kick into the corner. And now it's Cody Rhodes that's rocked, and look at that Saito suplex, dropping him right down on the back of his head. And now just the clubbing blows down into the face of Cody Rhodes. The American Nightmare is having a nightmare right here, and it's coming in the form of the old school hardcore styled Bob Holly with these shoulder barges in the corner. And there's a good alley-oop if we've ever seen one. And look at the fight zone absolutely bouncing out of their feet just as Bob Holly tries to get him behind him. And the mood instantly changes. The mood instantly changes, and the Rainmaker clothesline going for the pin. One. Just a 1 count. The boos erupting once again. Cody Rhodes beaten down in the face. I think this is what we call the double turn. That is the inside lingo. You've got the double turn that's just happened here, just came out of the blue. And now Cody Rhodes punch to the gut and another one to the top rope goes Bob Holly. He did cost him a shot at the FNN World Championship, but it wasn't a shot, it cost him the World Championship, and look, it just suspended him, letting the blood rush to the head until he drops him down from the suplex. Cody Rhodes just picks him up, wrenching on that neck now. Remember, Bob Holly has got a surgically repaired neck after Brock Lesnar absolutely sandbagged him, dropped him right down on his neck. But that isn't what's happening here. This is just about Cody Rhodes and Bob Holly. Big Irish whip off the corner, ducks under now, and a power slam if I've ever seen one. Almost made me jump right out my skin. Here we go, hammerlock DDT, just drilling his head straight into the canvas. Cody Rhodes telling him, get to your feet. Get to your feet, old man. That is exactly what he just shouted there. Going for a missile drop kick, and how's that reflexes for an old man right there? Hardcore Bob Holly coming back into this match. Now you can see Bob Holly calling Cody Rhodes to his feet, and he said, let's see if I can do it. Gets the fight zone behind him, but he goes for the double axe handle. But perhaps no, this time he's going to brave it. He's up to the top rope. He says, come on. Bob Holly is ready, and here we go. 58 years old that man is, and he just did a missile drop kick off the top rope. And didn't break his hip, his back, his neck, or anything along those lines. He's in absolutely tip-top hardcore conditioning right here. And here we go, a brutal spine buster. Cody Rhodes getting absolutely destroyed here. Getting conquered. Big elbow drop straight into the chest. Now Bob Holly once again, foot on the spine, just stomps him down into the canvas. Forearm to the face and another for good measure. Jesus. A big one right there. Rocks him, puts him down to one knee. Big Irish whip into the corner, going for that drop kick once again. Cody Rhodes says no. Back suplex. And he might have just broke the back of Bob Holly right there, now just punching down in the face. It's been a very hard fought fight right here. Bob Holly, Cody Rhodes, a grudge match to say the least. The fight zone erupts into boos once again. He's got him elevated there on the second rope. STO. And now Cody Rhodes straight back to the top rope. What could he be going for here? And a moonsault with picture perfect accuracy. 3-0. Just getting the 2. Just getting the shoulder up for the 2, and the fight zone's gone silent here. Irish whip into the corner. Here we go, erupting into boos, and no, I said the injured neck earlier on. And the muscle buster, if there's any move that can destroy a neck, it is the muscle buster. 1, 2, 3, no. Holy shit. If there was going to be any move that would put Bob Holly away, it'd be a muscle buster. It would definitely be a muscle buster, but nope. Cody Rhodes now. Punching to the face, punching to the back of the head, a clobbering blow to the back of the head. And punching to the guts once again. You can see Cody Rhodes. He's getting desperate here, getting desperate to get whatever little bit of offense he can in. Another back suplex. Picks up Bob Holly by the head, just grabbing him by the head and a slap of disrespect, and rolls him up into the roll-up. 1, 2, 3, no. Bob Holly manages to kick out once again, and Cody Rhodes just stays on the hardcore one here. Stays on him. Now Cody Rhodes throws him out through the ropes. The fight zone chanting, this is awesome once again. Cody Rhodes, suicide dive. Breaks Bob Holly in half. What a main event here. FNN 95. Explosive here. Cody Rhodes to the top rope once again. And a big elbow drop to the chest. 1, 2, 3, no. Cody Rhodes, shocked, he's just kicking. He's kicking the turnbuckles. Kicking them with anger. And no, Bob Holly somehow coming back here. Bob Holly, full Nelson slam. And gives him some spin on it as well, going for the pin. This could be it. 2, no. Jesus Christ, he got Cody Rhodes instantly rocked here. Bob Holly coming back. Drags Cody Rhodes to the centre of the ring. It just kicks him in the gut. Kicks the football right into the goals. His guts are destroyed. They're paste now. And Bob Holly punched to the face. And wait a second, Bob Holly in the crowd, the fight zone behind it so much. And a big superplex onto the concrete. Jesus Christ, what else do these men need to do to each other? Now Bob Holly just tossing him into the barricade again, head first, drilling straight into it. Cody Rhodes been thrown back into the ring. Bob Holly now. Here we go, just grabbing him by the scruff of the neck once again, slamming his head into the canvas and goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3, no. You'd think after that big massive suplex that would be it, but I guess not. Now Cody Rhodes getting decimated with some elbows across the back of the head, clipping the back of the ear. Now Bob Holly just telling him, get to your feet. Could he be going for the Alabama slam here? No, he just continues with these punches. And down goes Cody Rhodes. And out of the ring he goes. But Bob Holly follows. Bob Holly is not finished with him yet. Just wrenching that neck. Just decimating it. Bob Holly has been in control for a large portion of this match. He is the veteran here. These two men go way back. All the way back to when Cody Rhodes first joined the WWE. And Bob Holly's just punching him back to the rookie days. Just destroying him here. Forearm to the face and another. Bob Holly, forearm after forearm and more elbows to the back of the head. Bob Holly just picking apart Cody Rhodes, but the Fight Zone absolutely love it here. The Fight Zone are loving what they are seeing. It just slams Cody Rhodes' face into the canvas again. Bob Holly be looking to finish this match soon. And no, wait a second, Cody Rhodes coming back now. Cody Rhodes slapping the back of the head, and here we go, bionic elbow straight to the head of Bob Holly. And perhaps Cody Rhodes is looking for the crossroads here, and Bob Holly says no, kicks the back of the knee, and just a backbreaker. Just stops him in his tracks. Kick to the gut now and a punch across the face. Bob Holly picking up Cody Rhodes. And he just keeps bringing it. Just keeps bringing the violence and a forearm into the corner. Goes Cody Rhodes. And wait a second, Bob Holly. Bob Holly with an inverted Alabama slam. Jesus Christ. 2, 3, and there we go. Cody Rhodes gets decimated. And Bob Holly prevails in this fight. That was a violent match. It didn't need weapons, but wait a second, speaking of weapons, he has a chair here. Bob Holly not finished. And here we, Jesus Christ, just destroying that previously injured leg of Cody Rhodes. It just once more into the knee. The Fight Zone love it. That's what you've just seen is the Fight Zone love the violence that Bob Holly brings here in FNN. And this man has been on a roll, and he did just breach one of EC3's rules. He did just attack someone outside of a match. We'll see what the implications are of that. But thank you for watching.